And you're live.
Hey Renegades, welcome to another unboxing. My name is Dan Bojanowski. I'm the senior producer here at Renegade Game Studios, and today we're going to be unboxing Warp's Edge. This is a game that is live on Kickstarter right now, so if you like what you see, please go check that out on our Kickstarter page. This is a game by Scott Almes, and it is the next game in our Solo Hero series. So these games are for solitaire players only, and they also have story elements included with them. The first game in the Solo Hero series was Proving Grounds, so this is in a similar box size, totally different designer, totally different setting, but follows that same outline of being solitaire only with gameplay or story elements. So let's get into the unboxing. Before I do that real quick, this is a prototype. This is not finished components. I will not have everything in here, but it's what we've got right now, and I'm excited to share it with you. So let's see what's in here. So first of all, we have some Starfighter dashboards. There are two of these, and they are double-sided. This represents the ship that you play as, which has special powers, special health, and shields and hull. They have special loadouts for them that dictate the special tokens that you will use to fight and defend against specific motherships. There's that one, and then there's this one. Which, again, these are double-sided, so you have 4 different options available to you, each providing a different style of gameplay. One of them's like a tank that can hold a lot of stuff, that has huge hull, huge shields. This one right here. This one right here is kind of like a glass cannon. When you can only take a certain number of hits, but it's got some really powerful tokens in its loadout. Before I go further, let me just back up a little bit in case you don't know about Warp's Edge. The setting is that you are a pilot for the Outer Rim forces. You're stranded in space. You kind of took one too many warps, and you don't have any. You kind of got lost, so you're stuck out there. You've been stuck out there for about a year, and your supplies are starting to run low. You're kind of jumping through warp gate after warp gate, trying to find your way home, and you're not finding it. But eventually, you jump through a warp gate, and boom, there's some bad guys there, and you are forced to fight them, or die. So you choose to fight them, of course. But they just outnumber you too quickly. But as your ship kind of starts to get damaged and falls into space and into death, there's something called the Savior Protocol that your ship has that engages, which kind of rewinds and goes and rewinds, and then you find yourself back right coming through the warp, and you are at the beginning of the battle again. But this time you now know what's happened, know what the bad guys are going to do, you know what the enemies are going to do, you know their tactics and their strategies, so you have a little bit more knowledge to better fight them with on future rounds. So that's kind of the background story, is kind of a story of survival in the deep reaches of space. So you've got your ship, which I've just shown you. Also, we have these, which are called the Motherships. These are Motherships dashboards. There are 3 of them included in the box. Each of them has a different mothership, which is the big baddie that's going to kind of dictate the fight that you're going to have. I'll show off this one here first. This is kind of the most basic one. This is called the Dread. Each of them has a difficulty rating on them. They tell you how to set up the enemy deck. They have specific strategies that you can use to fight against them. So they will kind of dictate how the fight goes. On the back side here, we have the Duo. The Duo is interesting. It is kind of 2 motherships at the same time, creating 2 different enemy decks that you have to fight, each bringing their own strategies with them, so you have to fight both of them kind of at the same time. Really tricky there. This one is called the Hydra. This has just like the Hydra in mythology has 3 heads to it. Each one is has unique attacks to them. These are not like super strong attacks, but this particular ship can fight. Is unprotected, so it fights every time. It's not protected by the ships in front of it, so it's going to attack you all the time. Really makes you change your strategies when you're fighting against this one. On the back side of this, we have the array, and this particular one has 5 different sections that will kind of rotate through being active every round of the game. A different section, you'll move kind of a token across there, so each one will be active, and that's the only section of the mothership that you can attack during that round. So it takes some advanced planning to be able to take down the whole thing in a reasonable amount of time. And then finally we have this one that's pretty neat called the Revenant, and it starts off as kind of a standard ship, and as you defeat this ship, it transforms into this guy right here.
That's so cool.
Yes, it is pretty cool. He's a big transform with a big laser sword there. And as you can see at the bottom here, he's got 10 attack, which is just going to wreck most ships at that point. So once you get through the first one, you got to fight this guy, and he is relentless. And you only have 1 warp. You can see here, this is the number of warps that you have to defeat them. Once you get to this guy, you only have 1 warp to kill him. So hopefully your bag is successful at that point and really built out so that you can take this guy down. All right, what else do we have? I guess one thing I haven't mentioned, if you've checked out the Kickstarter page, you already know this, but this is a bag building game. So much like deck builders, you're building your deck, but in this one there's tokens. You're making your bag better as you go through. Comes with a bag that's nice and what's that called?
Embroidered.
Embroidered. That's it. Thank you. So it's embroidered there, and in here I have the starting tokens, which everyone starts with. I don't know where to put these, but
if you put them right in front,
right
we
there.
can kind of see them. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So these are kind of starting tokens. These particular ones have a black border. In the finished version, they're changed to a white border, so it's more clear. But these are kind of the starting tokens. You have some lasers, one strength laser, 2 strength lasers. You've got some maneuvers that allow you to dodge and weave the enemy attacks. And then you've got some energy. Energy can be used to buy new tokens or be used to repair your shields. So you start with a good mix of those, and then throughout the course of the game, you will add more and more tokens to your bag to make them better.
So we do have, I think, our first question. So, Jailbird, but that big guy doesn't fit on the playmat? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, that's correct. You'll have to turn him sideways, and then for that, he might stick off the playmat for just a little bit of it. But it's 1 warp, and we thought it was epic enough that it was worth breaking that mold for that.
Awesome.
So, very good observation. But we thought it was worth it for the cool transformation ability. All right, what else do we have in here? We've got some cards. Let me show you the cards. So 2 types of cards here. We've got very nice backs there with the showing you the different types. These blue ones are the skill cards, and we have things like Cleaner Bot Steve. We've got a small black hole. This is what's powering the ship, what's allowing it to stay active for that long. This game does come with a storybook that will tell you the backstory of the game. So a lot of these illustrations are used in that to kind of tell you the story of who you are, what you're doing, and how you got there. These cards, these skill cards, you'll get 1 per warp, and these are kind of upgrades that you can use. Special abilities that you can use throughout the course of the game to do lots of things. They can be strong attacks. They can allow you to get more tokens quickly or return tokens back to your bag. They have a cost in the upper corner here that tells you how much it costs to activate it. Some of them have, like this one, you'll see in the corner here, the cost is outlined in red. That means that it's an ongoing ability. Once you pay that cost, this card will stick around throughout the rest of the game and be active. But when you pay that cost, those tokens have to be removed from the game. You don't get them back in your bag. You don't get them back in your discard. you have to actually pay the cost and physically remove them from the game. So it's a steeper cost, but you get it activated for a long time. So we got some really cool art. Like I said, every round you're going to get a chance to get more of these in your deck to upgrade your ship, so it gets better over the course of the game. I think there are 18 different skill cards in the base game. The rest of these cards, there's 27 enemy cards. So these are the ships that you're going to be fighting against, and they're broken down into 3 levels. And I'll show you here. The levels are shown based on the color of the bar at the top. There's that yellow, orange, or red bar, and then that circle in the middle. Yellow is the easiest, that's level 1. Orange is the mid-range, it's level 2, and then red are the hardest, and that's level 3. So each mothership, I will show you really quick here. Each mothership has in the top section will tell you how to build the deck at the beginning of the game. Based on that, tells you how many cards to stack, and you stack the easiest ones at the top, and they go down and get harder as you go. So
and
ships.
We do have another question.
Okay.
Really quickly. So it's from Jailbird again. For ongoing abilities, how do I don't know if that meant to be you, show if the cost has been paid yet or not.
Yeah, you turn it sideways. So if it's not paid for, so if you have the card, you'll just have it face up in your row. If you're paying for it, if you've paid for it, you'll remove the tokens from the game, and it'll be sideways, and then you have it for the rest of the game.
Can you put it down a little bit?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so it'd be like that, and then you just turn it sideways to show that. All right, so we got a little noise there.
Yes, we do. Our neighbors continue to surprise us.
Sorry about that. But yeah, so we've got 27 different ships here in the base game. There are 9 of each color, each level, and each of them is unique. There's no duplication among them. So I'll just kind of flash a few here to show you some of the artwork, abilities. Some of them have special text on them. This enemy cannot be stunned by lasers, for instance. You can't use level 1 lasers on this guy. When this one comes out, you have to spend 1 extra energy to buy anything from the token market. This guy is just really bad because he does 4 damage to you. So there's lots of different abilities on these cards. This one can't be stunned at all. Makes for a really challenging and really replayable game because you're not going to use all of those cards in every game based on the mothership, so you're going to get lots of replayability out of these cards. All right, and then the rest here, I've got a bunch of tokens. So I'm going to start with basic tokens. We've got a bunch of level 1, level 2, and hopefully some level 3 lasers in here. There we go, level 3 lasers. And one thing I will say that on the prototype here, these tokens are all single-sided. That will be corrected in the final version where they're double-sided, so you don't have to spend time flipping them over. So you don't have to worry about that. So there's a bunch of tokens that are lasers. These are your main attack for the game. We have a bunch of maneuver tokens. These are all level 1 maneuver tokens. There's no level 2 maneuver tokens yet, but we got a whole stack of those for you guys to use to evade the enemy as they're coming in. Got a whole bunch of energy tokens, again in 1, 2, and 3 values. So you can use those to buy things or to power up your shields or charge skill cards. And we have our power tokens. Now these are the ones that are dictated by your loadout on your ship. So on this ship, for instance, you can see across this row here, there are five specific tokens, and those are the ones that you will populate the market with, the token market. So in this particular game, these are the only tokens, power tokens, that you will have access to. The yellow token is the one that is specific to this ship. Only this ship has access to that particular token. So power tokens, they all have a letter, P, O, W, E, or R. So for instance, I believe there's, and these standard gray ones, there's 2 of each. Let's see if I can find them all. There's a W, there's that, there's the P. Can you see those?
Yes, we can.
Excellent.
And I think we have another question.
Okay.
So let's see. I think it's Jailbird again. Where'd it go? Here it is. You can evade or shoot them to make the enemies go away.
That's correct.
Okay.
So let me expand on that real quick with an example. So this particular ship up here is the destroy cost. So if you spend 3 lasers on this guy, you're going to destroy it with lasers, and you will get this benefit down here. So this is a level 1 laser that you will immediately get to put into your bag to make your bag better. On this side, we have what you can do to maneuver around it. So if you spend 2 maneuver tokens, you will evade this guy, and he will be discarded, and then you will receive a level 2 laser token as a reward for doing so. All right. So those are the power tokens. They all have very cool special abilities, way more powerful. Like some of them will, like this one, I know this P does 2 damage on separate, 2 laser damage to 2 adjacent enemy ships. Some of these are like coin flipping, like you flip it, and if it lands face up, then you get extra lasers or extra maneuvers. If you don't, you still get to stun it. Some of them let you draw extra tokens from your bag, or do free level ups on your other tokens from your lasers or your energy. Lots of cool, fun abilities. The back of the rule book, which I don't have here, but the back of the rule book will have a clear guide for all of these tokens. So you have a quick reference sheet for what they all do. You don't have to memorize it, but usually after one or two plays, you'll have it down based on what, because they're all pretty straightforward. Okay, so those are the power tokens. And then next we have, these are the special power tokens. So these are the ones that are the unique loadout ones that are specific to each ship. So each ship has a special one that only they have access to. Reflect, one of them I know. Let's see if I can find it.
And we have another question. So from Missing Q, looks like evading gives better prizes, at least in that ship that you just showed. Is that a common thing, or will it depend on the ships?
It really depends on the ship. It's a good question, but it's very situational. Like, yeah, it's not meant to be like that. That was just in that one example. But it's very, like, some of them, like this particular ship says, you know, you get, if you destroy it, you get to draw 3 tokens out of your bag right away, which is very powerful, but very situational. Like, if I need to really kill this off right now, kill the mothership off or kill some extra guys, I'm going to need those extra tokens. So that's more short-term thinking. On this evade side, you get a nice laser 3, which is awesome, but that's more long-term. That's going to go into your bag, and you might not get that at the right time. But this helps you get something now. That helps you get something later. So it's not designed that the maneuver is better or anything. It's just based on what you need at the time and based on the enemies that you draw. So these are the power tokens, the unique power tokens for the first 4 starfighters in the game. I know that this hammer, for instance, is very powerful. It's on the glass cannon ship, the one that has very few health points, but this allows you to just destroy a ship. There's a drawback to it that I believe you can't use lasers that turn to stun enemies, but it's a really nice big action that you can do with this little glass cannon ship. So there's those tokens. And we also have these tokens, which are damage tokens. These are for showing when you've blown up the ship, the mothership. There's 5 of them. You'll use them to signify when you've blown up that mothership, to show that you've done it. You don't have to deal with it anymore. All right, what else? I've got some tokens here. These are the wooden tokens for the different things. These are for your tracking your shields, tracking your hull, for tracking the mothership's warp, and some motherships require tracking, like the array where you had to track which spot was active at a time. That one of those tokens tracks that. All right. That's what I have in this prototype copy. As I mentioned, in the final copy, there will be a rule book, of course, and the storybook, which is an illustrated storybook. One thing I will tell you about the storybook is that it is a choose your own narrative. So that means that you can read it and there will be decision points in there. So you can it'll say, which song did you hear? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to get aggressive? Do you want to get defensive? And based on the choices that you make throughout that narrative, it will impact the setup for the game. It'll say, based on this choice, I want you to pick the Achilles class ship because it's more aggressive. Or based on this choice that you made, you need to choose one of these motherships or one of these skill cards. So when you get done reading the story, you will have a setup, a ship selected, a special card selected, and a mothership selected that will then you'll be able to play the game using that thing. And you'll be able to read the story again, make different choices, and see how it impacts your play. If that doesn't appeal to you, you can always just do a random setup or choose your own setups as you'd like. But we thought it was a fun addition to the game to have that happen. One other thing I will mention in the Kickstarter, one of the stretch goals that we're working towards, we're close to it, is some token trays that are like plastic vacuum trays that have an overlay on them. That will be really nice for playing the game and for storage within the box. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we can unlock that. I think we're only a goal or two away from that one. But that will greatly aid in the setup and teardown of the game, so you can kind of keep them in there. They'll have lids on them. It'll be very nice.
And then also, what is in the all-in pledge?
Yes, good question. So the base game pledge is $35, and it comes with the game, everything you see here, and the things I've talked about. It also comes with the Viren Invasion expansion, which is something we're kind of building out through the stretch goals. It's going to have some neat stuff. I think already it's got some extra cards, a new Starfighter, some new tokens for you. But as the campaign goes on, the more help we get, the more backers we have, the bigger and better that expansion will get. So that comes free with either the base pledge or the all-in pledge. The all-in pledge is a great value. That one is it's like $95 worth of if bought separately for $50. It comes with the base game, that Viren Invasion expansion that I just mentioned, and it comes with a playmat, a neoprene playmat that fits all your stuff, that looks really nice. It tells you where to put your cards and your tokens, and just really adds to the immersive experience. And the other thing is token upgrade pack. So all of the tokens, instead of being punchboard tokens, will be nice 3mm thick plastic tokens that'll be a really nice tactile feel when you're putting them in the bag. And we've designed the storage solutions, if we unlock those trays, to be able to fit either the punchboard or the plastic tokens, which is a nice feature as well. The neoprene mat will not fit in the box, but it does come in a big box that you'll be able to store that in as well. So $50 for all that. It's a good pledge. We'd love to have you on board. Yeah, any other questions there?
Let me see, double checking. Are the vacuum trays going to store the yellow tokens or just the gray tokens?
That's a good question. So how it works is there's a tray in the bottom, a plastic tray in the bottom that's kind of the base tray, and then there are two removable token trays. This is if we unlock the stretch goal. So the token trays, the two token trays that you pull out, one will be static, meaning it functions both during gameplay and as storage. That has the tokens that don't really change. Your laser 1, 2, 3, your energy 1, 2, 3. So it's got those 6 tokens that are used in every game. So that one will come out and that's storage and used in gameplay. The second tray has your maneuvers, which are used in every game. And then it's got the power tokens, POWER, and those you will trade out based on the loadout of your ship. At the beginning of each game, you'll select a ship, your starfighter, and then you'll load that second tray up with your power tokens, and the rest of the tokens for storage will go into the bottom tray, which will act as storage. So we've got it all figured out, so it should be very functional both for storage in between games and for use in game, and it should be easy to swap them out in between games as well.
All right, let me just double check if we got through all the questions. Yeah, I think those are all the questions I see.
All right,
for now.
so the Kickstarter is live now, as we've talked about. It goes for another 2 weeks until January 23rd. So if you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. We'd love your support. Anything else, Desiree, before we sign off?
I don't think so. That was pretty much it. You covered it.
Well, thank you, Renegades, for watching. Thank you for your support, and we remind you to play your game.